Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. For tea tonight we're having steak and I'm making mushroom sauce. Now, this is a recipe that I have put together and I make in the Thermomix all the time. But what I'm going to do is, I don't know how many of you have got the slicer. And I've never tried slicing mushrooms in the slicer. So that's what we're going to do first, is I just want to have a little play and see how they slice. I mean, I've done lots of things. Anyway, so this is our blade. We've got the grating side and the slicing side. Now you can tell the slicing side by looking at here, and it shows you it's side one. It's got thicks and thin, and it says regular is thick, in reverse is thin. And if you flip it over to the grey side, that's the grate side, and you can see they show you, hang on, where are they? No, upside down, I got it. So it's side two, and then that's the thick grate, which is the regular speed or the regular thing, and then in reverse we've got the thin. So speed 4 is as fast as we want, and so we want the grate. This is slate, this is grey, and this is slate. So grey is grate, slate is slice. So what we're going to do first is we'll put this in place. So we want the stem thing, what do you call it? Now we've got to, when you do this, so it only fits in one way. It falls in to place. It doesn't go that way because it won't, it'll just fall over. You have, so when it stands up, you know you've got it in right. Put that in, and now we want this side up, the one with the slices in there. Oh, I'm not special. So we've got to put the basket in place. Then we'll put that in. This. Now, there is a mode for the slicer, and if we scroll down it'll be slicing. So that says grating and that one says slicing. So we want slicing, and then you can choose thick or thin. So that's if you've got the TM6. If you've got the TM5, then you don't get the mode. So you do have to select the speed on your on here. So nothing over speed 4. And I don't know if these are going to fit. Yes, they are. So I haven't sliced mushrooms in this before, so let's see how we go. So I'll do one just with this. We're going to what is it? Speed 4. Have a quick look, but then I'll do the rest using the mode. Okay, look at that, that was fast. That was 2 mushrooms like that. Rightio, so when I take it off, the blade is attached. Rightio, so let's go. What's that? Okay, so let's go to our modes, slicing, thick, okay. So for those of you that are interested, that was 200 grams of mushrooms. So now we're going to take that out. so we don't chop it up. And I'll show you our sliced mushrooms. Delicious. Rightio. Oh, there's another one. 2 floor mushrooms. Rightio. Now what we're going to do now is we'll proceed on with the mushroom sauce recipe. So clean bowl, because all the food ends up in here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to blitz up the... Oh, I've made a mess. I've got 1 garlic clove and then lots of little baby ones. So, and we're going to chop that on, I think it's, let's go 3 seconds, speed 7. So we go back to the beginning, 3 seconds, speed 7. Perfect. Right. That's just our diced garlic. Now I'm going to just push that down to the bottom. Now I want 20 grams of butter. So we want scales. Okay, and then we're going to saute that. What do you reckon? I've got it written down here. 1 minute. Back to the front page. 1 minute. Um, 100 degrees. So we're not going to use that. We're going over 90 degrees or 95 degrees, and I don't want it anyway because I want it to be able to, the cream and that to be able to evaporate, so I'm just going to leave the lid off altogether. 100 degrees, speed 1. Rightio, I'll be back in a minute, and while I'm doing that I'm going to clean up the mess that I made. Okay, so now we're going to add the mushroom. I do think that was quite a successful chop with it. So mushrooms, I mean, obviously if you're going to use them to, as you know, you want them to look pretty, then that wasn't very successful. But as far as chopping the mushrooms quickly, that was pretty perfect. Right, now we're going to do 5 minutes. We're going to saute them, so 5 minutes, 100 degrees, and we're going to do it in reverse on the slower speed. Now, one thing that I was told by a chef that when I used to work in the kitchen at a gold mine, I worked for the catering company, was you can't overcook mushrooms, but you can undercook them. So I always like to give them just a few extra, a bit extra cooking time to get them really nice and soft and buttery. So rightio, so I'm going to leave them to cook for 5 minutes. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get the rest of dinner going. So rightio, I'll be back. Okay. So now we are going to add salt, pepper and cream. I'll just show you that. So we want, was it 100 grams of cream? I don't know how much, we're just going to put this much in. If there's not 100 grams, no, that's perfect. Okay. I did have another bottle ready, but salt. Okay, so now we're going to cook that again, and we're going to go, what did I do before? Was it 10? No, 5. So I'm going to give it another 5 minutes and check to see what it looks like after 5. Oops, hang on. But I will give it a bit longer if it's still a bit watery. We want it to thicken up a little tiny bit. You can add corn flour if you want, but I tend to not. I tend to just cook it a little bit longer. Rightio? I will be back. Okay. So I'm going to stop that. I did put that on for a few more minutes, and I put it on for 5. And just while I finished cooking the steak and that, but now we're going to, we've got to wait for it to cool down before the things will release, so we're not going to burn ourselves. And I'll show you the sauce. I mean, I love the pub sauces, but this one here, this mushroom one, I love more than the pub ones. I mean, it is still a bit runny, but you can either cook it just for a little bit longer, or you can put a bit of corn flour in. But that's good enough for me. So let's give it a taste. Absolutely delicious. I love mushroom sauce. We're going to have it with steak and veggies for tea tonight. That is delicious. Rightio. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe. And I really hope I'll see you next time.